Oh, the oval. Come here, buddy. Not going to the feed plate.
One to the geometrical outlet.
Which are we? The half of the circle.
Maple Street. The travel to another dimension.
Wait, a real
It's not
show?
only of sight and sound, but of mind. A wondrous land full of imagination. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the twilight zone. You're traveling to another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A wondrous land full of imagination. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the twilight zone. Daisy, can you just yell action? Daisy, just yell action.
What?
Just yell action.
Okay, quiet. Quiet. Okay, go.
You're traveling to another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A wondrous land full of imagination. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the twilight zone.
That's what it looked like. I didn't hear a crash though, did you? No.
Steve, what was that?
The meteor, honey. Something.
Too close for my money. Much too close.
This is Maple Street. And the last calm and reflective moments before the monsters came. Oh, 644.
That you have to be in here.
Operator!
Go to the office.
Operator!
Walk from here out.
No, come out with everyone.
Something's wrong with my phone. Operator!
Steve, the power's off. I had the soup on the stove and the stove just stopped working. Same thing over here. The phone line went dead.
My phone won't work!
The power went to wrong move.
I'm going to walk over to Floral Street and see if their power is on.
Go out that way, Dad.
Well, that just doesn't make any sense. While the power lines go down and the phone all of a sudden.
Maybe an electrical storm or something.
Nah, that don't seem likely. The sky's just as blue as anything. Not a cloud, nor lightning, nor thunder, nor nothing. How can it be a storm?
I can't hear the thing on the radio, not even the portable.
Oh. Say, maybe we better go downtown and check with the police or something. Nah, they'll probably think we're crazy. Well, power failure and everybody gets all flustered.
That isn't just power failure, Charlie. If it was, we'd still be able to get a broadcast on the portal. Let's go downtown. We'll get this straightened out.
You get started last? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not it.
I just don't understand. It was working fine before.
You out of gas?
I just had it filled up.
Well, what does that mean?
Say, maybe we both better go downtown and check out what's going on.
Yeah, we'll both go, Charlie.
Mr. Brand, you better not.
Why not?
They don't want you to.
Who doesn't waters too.
Then,
Then,
Them who?
Whoever was in that thing that came by overhead.
what?
Whoever was in that thing that came over. I don't think they want us to leave here.
What do you mean, Tommy? What are you talking about?
They don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
What are you saying? Whatever gave you this idea?
That wasn't that the craziest thing you've ever heard. It's always that way. In every story I've ever read about a ship landing from outer space.
from outer space yet. Sally, you better get this boy up to bed. He isn't reading too many comic books or seeing too many movies or something.
Tommy, you shouldn't talk like that. Come on, let's go.
Go ahead, Tommy. We'll be right back, and then you'll see. That wasn't a meteor. I mean, that wasn't a spaceship. That was just a meteor. Likely caused the power failure and the rest of it. Meteors can do some crazy things, like sunspots.
Sure, that's the kind of thing like sunspots. They raise Cain with radio reception all over the world. This thing being so close gives no telling the sort of stuff it could do. You go on ahead, Steve. You and Charlie go into town and see if that isn't causing it all.
Mr. Brand, please don't leave here. We might not even be able to get to town. It was that way in the story. Nobody can leave. Nobody except
Who?
the people they sent down ahead of them. They look just like humans. And it wasn't until the ship landed that.
Tommy, Sonny, honey, stop that kind of talk.
That kid shouldn't be talking that way. Kid tells us a comic book plot and we all stand around listening to him.
Hey, crazy. Wait. Go ahead, Tommy. What was this story? What about those people they sent out ahead?
That was the way they prepared things for the landing. They sent 4 people, a mother and a father and 2 children that looked just like humans. But they weren't.
Well then, I guess we better run a check of the neighborhood. See which of us is really human.
Guys, not so much.
Well, no use making bum jokes about it. Say, I wonder if the same thing's going down on Laurel Street. Hey, you see P. Van Horn? Is he back yet?
Not yet. We're waiting to be back. There's Laura, there's Fuller, Tiller. Crossroads on the way downtown.
Can you get it started, Les?
No, guys. Well, I don't know what's going on. Nothing seems to be working. I can't even get the car started.
Got the car started.
How come his car started like that?
All by itself. He wasn't even anywhere near it. Just started all by itself. Never did come over and come look at that thing that flew overhead. He wasn't even interested.
You know, he's a real oddball. Him and his whole family. Real oddball.
Why? Why didn't he come out and look with the rest of us?
Say, let's go ask him.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait a minute! That's not mob.
Well, I just don't understand it. I tried to start the car. You saw me. You all saw me. Well, I just don't understand. I swear, I just don't understand. What's happening?
Well, I think you better tell us.
Yeah.
Nothing works on this street, nothing. No lights, no power, no radio. Nothing except one car, yours.
Whoa, wait a minute now. Keep your distance, all of you. So I've got a car that starts by itself. Now I admit it, that's a freak thing. But what does that make me, some kind of criminal or something? What's the meaning of this, Steve?
What a monster kick, Les. It seems the general impression is that one family is not what we think they are. Monsters from outer space, different from us. Colonists from the 5th dimension, the vast beyond. Now, do you know anyone on Maple Street that might fit that description?
Is this a joke or something? Is this some practical joke?
Hurry up.
I suppose that's supposed to incriminate me, eh? That really doesn't, does it? The car starts by itself? what's happening. Look, you know me. I've lived in this house for 5 years. I'm just like all of you. We're no different, really. This whole thing is it's just weird.
Well, if that's the case, let's get him to explain why.
Look, let's just forget it.
No, wait a minute. Go ahead. Explain what?
Well, sometimes I go to bed late at night. A couple of times I'd come out on my porch and I'd see Mr. Goodman here, just standing in front of his house, looking up at the sky. That's right, just looking up at the sky as if he were waiting for something. As if he were looking for something.
This is for laughs, right? This is a joke, right? You know what I'm guilty of? I'm guilty of insomnia. Now, what's the penalty for insomnia? Did you hear what I said? I said it was insomnia! I said it's insomnia! You scared, frightened rabbits, you! You're sick people, you know that? All of you, you're sick! You don't know what you're starting here, but let me tell you, with God as my witness, you're starting something here that's a nightmare!
Can you just cut some of this? Okay, everyone go get your stuff. Okay, after I say, the lights and power and the radio.
No. This is what
Yeah, when I say, well,
Here's a shotgun.
not join us if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, no. I just wanted
They're gonna turn on.
Dude, you're killing me, man.
Jordan, that's Dad giggles a little bit. I see the smirk.
I wanted, well, Jordan, it was so bad, dude. When you were standing, I wasn't gonna go. You were standing right there. I just didn't want to mess it up. I just wanted to do it so bad.
Tasia, can you please walk towards me? Because no one else is gonna do it.
Yeah, I might take a little bit. It did seem weird, but yeah.
It's the whole line.
It's crazy.
I don't know if you're free. Oh my gosh. You're recording. I have to follow you. It's recording. It's so cold, but when you're cold at night.
I'm supposed to add in. Yeah, well, how about it, Les? With that? Yeah, I'm gonna try to lunge at you. I don't know why I can't organize a lunge.
They don't have a great
I
job.
haven't said it.
Okay, guys, here we go.
The other people.
But my wife is driving.
I'm gonna do a ball up there.
I don't want to sneaky bottle. I didn't ask for anything.
He's got a glass of milk.
You're not so
Guys, why are you back there? Why are you back there? I'm thinking by yourself. You can't go back there. You know that, okay? No. Why on set?
And we saw it back. And I
Yep.
Where's my husband? Let's go.
It just doesn't seem right, keeping watch on them all night. Why, they're our neighbors. I've known the Goodmans since they moved in here. We've been good friends.
Now don't prove the thing. Look, anybody who spends his time looking up at the sky, well, there's just something wrong with that kind of person. Something that ain't legitimate. Under normal circumstances, you let that thing go by, but these aren't normal circumstances. I mean, look at this street. Nothing but candles. Why? It's like going back into the dark ages or something.
Keep your distance, Steve. We don't want any trouble, but the next person to set foot on my porch, that's what they're gonna get. Trouble.
Look, Les.
I already explained to you people. I don't sleep very well at night. I get up, I go for a walk, I look at the sky, I look at the stars. That's exactly what it is. Madness.
Okay, just pause it. But that's madness.
Oh, I say that's exactly what he does.
No, I told you not to say that.
Exactly what he does.
It's something like that. There's something else for it. Like, it doesn't matter though. I just forget the net was also sent. He says, yeah, some kind of.
You better watch me and see this.
Yeah.
You get this all seen out here and check your bucket.
You don't come right in there, Mario?
Jules says something and I respond to Jules.
Does he have longer in there? He said that's exactly what it is, some kind of madness.
He
is
says
more
something
than
else.
Is it the line about, any kind of radio secrecy?
No, that's later. I'm sorry, I don't know his line really well. I just know when I can't. I don't even know what word
I'll show you
it's like, my lines are like, right on. Not right on, it's supposed to be close to his head. What's the, someone's having
There he is, Steve! You're going from your madness line.
Steve.
That's exactly what it is.
You just started.
Start now.
That's exactly what it is. It's madness.
You better watch who you say with, Steve. Till we get this all straightened out, you ain't exactly above suspicion yourself.
That goes for, nor are you, Charlie, nor any of us. Nobody on this street from 8 on up.
What I'd like to know is, what are we gonna do? Just stand around here all night?
Nothing else we can do. One of them will tip their hand. They got to.
There's something you can do, Charlie. You can go home and keep your mouth shut. You can quit sitting there like some self-appointed hanging judge, and you can climb into bed and forget it.
Yeah, well, you sound pretty anxious for that to happen, Steve. I guess we ought to keep an eye on you too.
Yeah, I think everything might as well come out now. Your wife's been doing a little talking, Steve, about some of the odd things you've been up to.
Yeah? Well, how about it? What's she saying?
Go ahead. Let's get it all out. What's my wife saying? Why don't we pick out every idiosyncrasy of man, woman, and child on the street? While we're at it, set up a kangaroo court. How about a firing squad at dog, Charlie? Get rid of the suspects and arm them down for you. Make it easier, huh? Huh, Tom?
Well, there's no need getting so upset, Steve. It's just that Myra's talked about how you spend plenty of nights for hours alone down in your basement working on some kind of radio or something. Well, none of us have seen that radio.
Well, how about it, Steve? What's this, radio you're working on? I ain't never seen it. Neither has anyone else. Who, talks to you on that thing, and, who are you talking to?
I'm surprised at you, Charlie. So dense all of a sudden. Who do I talk to? I talk to monsters from outer space. Little green men with 3 heads who fly over some spaceships.
Stop it. It's just a ham radio set. That's all. I got him looking at myself. It's just a ham radio set. A lot of people have. I have it in my basement. I can show you.
No! If they want to see, they can get a search warrant.
Look, buddy, you can't afford to get...
Don't you tell me what I can afford! And stop telling me who's dangerous and who isn't. Who's safe and who's a menace. And all of you, you're all with them? All set to crucify? All desperate to find a scapegoat? All of you ready to point the finger at some neighbor? Well, look, friends, all that will happen is we'll eat each other up alive. Very good. Very good.
Dad?
Fine.
Come on, start walking.
Slow, Dad. Really slow.
It's the monster. It's the monster.
Here, you might need this.
Shotgun! Will somebody take a dog around here? What good's a
Oh, will
shotgun?
you stop talking, Steve? You're gonna talk straight into our grave. Well, some of us won't let that happen.
Stop. It's Keith Van Horn.
Keith Van Horn, why? He was just going up to the next block to see if their power was on.
Charlie, you shot him dead, Charlie.
No, how could this happen? I didn't know who he was. I most certainly didn't know who he was. Well, you know, I was just trying to protect us. How was I supposed to know who he was? Steve, you know why I shot him?
Look, the lights are on at Charlie's house. How about it, Charlie? How come you're the only one with lights now?
That's what I'd like to know.
Look,
You're so quick to kill, Charlie. So quick to tell us who we had to look out for. Or maybe you had to kill. Maybe Peter here found something. Maybe he was going to tell us who among us we had to look out for.
look, I didn't know who he was. I don't know why the lights are going off in my home.
Standing in a line.
I swear, this must be some kind of gag or something.
A gag? A gag, Charlie? There's a man lying there dead in the street and you killed him. Does that look like a gag to you?
No, I swear it wasn't me. No, I was just supposed to know. No, stop. I know who it is. Look, I know who it is. I know who the
few of them
Where-
machines. Telephones, lawnmowers, radios. Throw them in the darkness for a couple hours and then sit back and watch the pattern.
And this pattern is always the same?
With few variations. They pick the most dangerous enemy they can find. And it's themselves. All we need to do is sit back and watch.
And I take it this place, this Maple Street, it's not unique.
By no means. Their world is full of maple streets. And we'll go from one to the other and let them destroy themselves. One to the other. One to the other.
Run to the other pants. Run to the other pants.
So hard.
No way. She's like,
What's the sun gonna do?
I cannot go on stage.
You're right away.